All right, hello, and welcome to Support Someone Saturday. I am so excited to be here today with our good friends, Doctors Karen and Michael Love. They are not only the senior pastors of Trinity Baptist Church in Crystal Lake, they are also the founders of the Love Family Christian Foundation. And they're personal friends of ours. They are such a blessing in our lives. Welcome, and how are you today?
Doing well.
Considering all that's going on. Good. Thank you for joining me. So I have to tell you a little bit about the Loves. They have an amazing background, very educated. And so let's start with Dr. Michael Love. He is, as I said, the founder of, or the founder and senior pastor of Trinity Baptist Community Church, also the CEO of the Love Family Christian Foundation. Dr. Michael Love earned a Doctor of Theology and a Master of Theology from Emmaus Bible Institute and Seminary in Tennessee. And he's held a BA in Psychology from Randolph-Macon College. Bishop Love currently serves as the Executive Chaplain for the McHenry County Sheriff's Department and also the McHenry County Correctional Facility. Bishop Love serves on the following boards: the Chair of Catalyst McHenry County, Evangelical Child and Family Agency, the ECFA Foundation, and Fox Valley City Reachers. He has also served on the Cary Grove Clergy Association, the World Vision Storehouse, the National Sheriff's Association, and the National Clergy Board of Advisors. So awesome. Dr. Karen Love, his wife, is Vice Chair of the Love Family Christian Foundation and Program Chair of Organizational Leadership at Judson University. Dr. Love has a BA in Economics, an Executive MBA, and a PhD in Applied Management and Decision Science. Dr. Love's community activities include D300 Community Engagement Committee, the Drama and Praise Ministry, Judson Universal External Diversity Council, Judson University Spiritual Council, McHenry County Helping Hands Prisons Ministry, Palatine Chamber of Commerce, and D15 Youth Entrepreneurs Academy. Also, she is the founder of hashtag Friday Night Chats, hashtag Born Beautiful, and hashtag Game Changers Academy. So awesome. You guys motivate me and inspire me to do more. I love it. So I have to tell you, because they are so involved, this is of course how we met them in the community. I started Team World Vision back in 2014, and I think so did Dr. Karen Love. And so we became friends out on the running trail. So we ran, both of us, for clean water that year and just developed a friendship over the years. Both Dr. Karen and Michael Love have come alongside my husband and I in prayer and as mentors to us. So we have become friends. We've gone out with them for lunch and dinner and just enjoyed getting to know them and just supporting each other through life. We also share some special needs in common. Our son and their grandson have both had some special needs, and so we've had that bond as well. So we are so thankful the Loves are in our life, and I will tell you, they do represent their name. They're very loving. So they are what their name says. I love you guys. So thank you for joining me. All right, so we want to learn a little bit more about the Love Family Christian Foundation today. So my first question is, tell us more about the genesis. How did it start, the Love Family Christian Foundation? Tell us about it.
Well, as I think about it, Amy, I was reflecting back as I looked at your question, and around about the same time frame that you all were meeting to run together the World Vision.
Yes.
Lord was prompting us to expand our ministry through the church in ways that impact up and down the Fox Valley, from the Naperville, Aurora area all the way up to the McHenry County area. We'd already been involved in, over the years, we've almost been here 30 years at Trinity Baptist, and have been involved in activities at churches and church. The Lord had called us to expand that outreach and to really start something nonprofit that would give us an opportunity to bring churches and bring Christian leaders, community leaders together to better connect, communicate, and collaborate for Christ. And so that was the genesis, I believe, of us launching the ministry. And then he blessed us with the facility down in Elgin, a 50,000 square foot facility to renovate, to be the corporate hub of the ministry. And we've been working on that for a number of years, continue to work on that to renovate it and get it in full operation. And so that's kind of the beginning of how we came together with the ministry and
Yeah.
with the organizations and people like you and Eric that have enabled us to kind of expand our friendships and our outreach together.
That's awesome. It's so exciting to have been on this journey with you and kind of seen it happen. Go ahead. Tell us more.
One thing I wanted to share with the audience is that, Amy, you remember at that time you were writing a book and I was going through my dissertation process back, and God allowed me to be a part of Team World Vision to see what a nonprofit would look like, the sustainability, fundraising, the marketing, what to do in challenging economic times. And so I believe that all of that time was ordained by God so that we put forth this mission. And basically, that's how we came up with the mantra, serving Christ Church in the community, and then what those buckets look like. And so we've been really, really blessed people find out about the organization, and they're always asking the question, how can I be a part of your organization? So it's incredible. It's the two of us. We are leading the organization, but there are other people that are coming under our umbrella. We provide the tools for them to do the fundraising and the networking and bring the donors to them. And so it's just been an incredible journey. It has.
It totally has. It's so exciting to see just all the answered prayers. And I think when we partner together in prayer and friendship, and we pray for each other and see our prayers being answered, it's just so exciting, And I just remember, praying for you to get your doctorate, you praying for me to publish my book, and you endorsed my book, you helped me with it. And yeah, it's just been amazing to have that happen. And I'll have to tell you, these guys here, they really are the hands and feet of Jesus. Because a particular time I remember is when we were on the team, maybe a couple years in, and Ashton was diagnosed with Noonan syndrome. And we were dealing with so many medical bills and so many issues and specialists. And you came over right after your run, and you had a huge envelope of cash and cards for me and cards for Eric. And you wanted to encourage us along with the team and bless us with money, and it paid for Ashton's glasses. And it was just so beautiful. And you gave me a huge hug, and it meant so much. It was so timely. So it's just, sometimes it's those little things too, right? Where we just come alongside and love each other practically, that just mean the world. So thank you for just loving us and being there with us in the valleys and in the mountaintops, so it's awesome.
Amen.
Appreciate you guys. Okay, so tell me more about the 3 pillars of the Love Foundation, and how are they demonstrated through your organization?
So I start there?
Yeah, you start. I'll take them.
We wanted to make sure that our organization was Christ-centered, Christocentric.
Yes.
And that everything we did was in line with the calling that the Lord has placed on our lives and on our hearts. And as we reflect back on all of the people and all of the networks of organizations that we've been able to be a part of and connect with and partner with over all these years through the church, it just was a natural transition for us to move into the serving Christ, serving the church, and serving the community piece. It was really a matter of us expanding the vision that we were already operating in through Trinity Baptist Community Church. But in essence, opening up the doors for us to be able to do more things through an organization that has fundraising opportunities, that has ability to bring other organizations underneath of our network. That would be a little different than a traditional church organization would be able to do. So the foundation just gave us much more freedom and expanded our vision to do the work for Christ. So for example, to worship, bringing churches together. Where we bring annually, the Lord prompted us to bring city reaching leaders together on an annual basis. And he targeted 70 to 75 as our kickoff down at the center on an annual basis. And for the first time, these people throughout the Fox Valley and bringing Chicagoland in. And for the first time, these leaders had been in a room together. Senior pastors who were really active in their communities, reaching out to Christ. CEOs or executive directors of Christ-based organizations.
Yes.
Being in a room and sharing ways that we can connect together, get to know each other, form these friendships and partnerships. communicate what's going on in our areas. What is God doing? What is Christ doing in Aurora, in Naperville, in Elgin, and St. Charles, and Wheaton, and in Chicagoland, and up here in Crystal Lake and McHenry County? Those were the conversations and the learnings we were having. And then how does the Lord want to put that together so that we can now bring some dynamic Christ-based partnerships together? These are how some of the friendships and relationships are developed, so that if something happens, particularly if something happens in their community, like if when Aurora was going through some difficult times down there, the pastors would contact me, or I would contact them and say, how can we pray for you? How can we reach out and help in your community? And those friendships, if they didn't exist, there would never be those conversations or those ongoing talks. And so that was one of the powerful ways that the Lord prompted us to expand our reach and our impact for Christ. That's just kind of one of the, education is another one of those pillars. And I know Karen's got a whole lot to say about that as we reach out and make a powerful difference through our educational connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to chime in on that one?
Yeah, so in terms of the education, we are, number one, really excited about what's going on with robotics. Foundation, Golden Ratio, that team has been extraordinary in their competition and their excellence. I love watching them and cheering for them. There's a and leadership training that goes on within that group. That's amazing to me. So you see these young people coming through, they're learning how to build, they're learning how to code, and they're learning strategy, which is awesome. If you see that and see it developing in them, it's amazing to see. And it also teaches parents how to behave. There's etiquette that goes on in the competitions. You can't do anything. It's called graceful professionalism.
Okay.
So those,
There you go.
that's in there. But in terms of team development strategy and leadership qualities, they are all equipped so these individuals can grow up to be the leaders within the STEM, within that construct, the STEM construct. So I love that as well. And education, another component was when we have partnered with Judson, and we offer scholarships to individuals that are recruited from Jamaica.
That's awesome.
Neither one of us are from Jamaica, but we have that ministry has been amazing. We have a young lady who just came in. She just got accepted. And with COVID-19, all of that's going on, she's here, she's settled, and she's doing. And then another example is, and I'll talk about some of the new initiatives that we have going on, but education has been the key. Even bringing a gentleman from Judson to Trinity to teach the kids how to work out on percussion. So they're dreaming through percussion, they're creating, that's a pretty creative environment. So they can create their own beats. And from that, they're learning about percussion instruments. And so it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I'm so happy to see just like positive things moving forward. Like you said, in spite of the pandemic or in spite of COVID, that there's just still new things being birthed. And, this young lady getting the scholarship coming from Jamaica. And it's awesome to see that, that's a true warrior there, like, hey, this isn't going to stop me. I know God will do amazing things through her.
That's a big part of our international outreach. Medical mission that comes on in which they're going down with nurse practitioners and serving 600 or so people when they go down on an annual basis.
Yes.
And so that and the educational side are the two sides of the coin that we reach out in Jamaica and have that kind of an impact.
Okay, that is so awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. That is so cool. You're doing amazing things. Okay, so moving on to the next question. How has COVID-19 impacted your ability to execute the mission of the organization? Since we're already kind of talking about that a little bit.
Yeah. I think the biggest change, I'll just start. I think the biggest change has been that we've not been able to have activities in our facility.
Yes.
In Elgin. So it's taking face-to-face encounters off of our schedule for the time being until 2021 is over. And that makes the FaceTime is important. But what it's done also from a positive standpoint, it has allowed us to really focus in on the blessings that the Lord had prepared us with, because we have for over 20 years now, we've been doing media broadcasts through our church,
Sure.
doing TV and radio,
Yeah.
social media, and so we were able to expand those tools to reach a much larger audience, not only from the Trinity standpoint, but even from the foundation standpoint, and taking the ministry outside of the four walls and into the national and international arena. And so
Sure.
the Lord always has a way of not only doing to get done, but to expand the vision of those of us who sometimes just may need a little additional, knock down a few more of the walls on our journey.
There you go. There you go. I feel like we're all having to get creative, right? And reinvent and e-invent like we're kind of doing now. I don't know that I would be doing this whole video series if it hadn't been for the pandemic. It really gave me that push, right?
Yeah.
To get online, go virtual. And then I wanted to really, you know, kind of like to tell people what the good things that people are doing, like yourselves, you know, get the word out, if you will. Because I know, for instance, your banquet would be coming up in September. And that's what made me think about both of you and the Love Family Christian Foundation. Is like the last several years since you started, maybe we've gone to the banquet and I'm like, okay, now you're not having the banquet this year. So maybe we can kind of let everyone know what you're doing at the Love Family Christian Foundation. Maybe they'll want to donate or support or volunteer just based on this video getting out there. So yeah, we're finding new ways. Maybe we'll even reach more people, right? You never know.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have any thoughts to add on that at all, Dr. Karen Love, or we can go on to the next question?
Well, I think it's a great segue into the next question. Being
Sure.
COVID,
Yes.
I have some new projects that are really exciting. The Friday night chats, and actually the Friday night chats, that was conceptualized when we started, when I started as program director of Judson in August last year. And so August to March, when I got the email that we are going to the online platform, which was fine for those students that were used to it, but you had other students that were used to that face-to-face interaction.
Yeah.
And one thing that I wanted to really emphasize is the fact that leaders very fluid content in different ways. So the genesis of it, and then it took a mind of its own, because not only were the students invited, the public's invited, because you got to see leadership, toxic leadership, intelligence teams, intelligent degrees. I mean, informatics. I mean, leading global. So amazing topics, amazing presenters that's come on board, and I'm excited for this year too, because I have some extraordinary speakers that are coming in. I mean, voluntarily.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I'm so excited for you with that.
And that stems, Amy, from Teamwork Vision, where we started. It's like, it's amazing to me.
Yes.
So that's the genesis of Friday Night Chats. How do you see leadership and organizational leadership in different ways, particularly with COVID-19?
Yes.
It's so exciting to hear how Verizon or how the hospitals come together and they develop these triages happening with the government, and they're ready teams and technology teams, everything for us. So that's Friday.
Awesome.
Yes. So I'm starting my first chat September 4th. So I'm
brand new
on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. So
good. Need to tune in. Thank you for letting me know.
Sure. Hashtag Born Beautiful was basically conceptualized because we wanted to tap into the community and empower the girls and have this logo, Inspiration Lives Here. And so we basically set up a little room at the Elgin Library, and we had girls, we had programs for the girls. I mean, we had a whole program. We got exposed to robotics. Sheriff Anna Laley came and she gave a presentation. There were 4 or 5 individuals that gave presentations into young girls. So that was significant. And then finally, Game Changers Academy.
Okay.
My love. when we went to the digital platform, I had a group of kids that wanted to do Bible study. So every Sunday at 5 o'clock, Bible study. So my
Yeah.
last was supposed to be the last Sunday in June. So that's it. No more. We're gonna go to church. Everything's gonna change back to normal. It did not happen, and they were very, very upset.
Yeah. Aw.
These group of kids, they range from 7 to 12. I said, okay, so let's talk about what you are going to contribute, because everybody's making changes to make sure you get your education. I
Yeah.
want you to start thinking as leaders and what you can do to affect change. I don't care if you're 7 or 11.
Yeah.
God has given you something. And so we came up with Game Changers Academy. And
Okay.
it's amazing the things that they have created, whether it's jewelry or gourmet foods, gourmet brownies, which I absolutely love.
Nice.
Young lady that's she's called the slime master, so she's developed
Ah,
slime to meet sensory needs of young kids. Her grandmother has I think she has arthritis in her hands, and so she has a certain formula she used for her grandmother because her grandmother's hands are very hot.
Yeah.
So this that she has created is to have a cooling element within the slime.
Okay. Oh, nice. Talk about smart.
Yes, these kids are extraordinary. They really, really are. And then I have a 7-year-old who wants to be a game master.
Yeah.
So they're developing executive summaries, their marketing, all of that. And I'm just really excited about it. And how that happens that I mentor them during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have time with me. Sundays, that's when they give their presentation. So it's
Yeah.
amazing. You'll hear more because they're going to do an exhibition.
That's exciting. There's so many new and exciting things. And I love that you're working with the young people. I got to speak at Young Entrepreneurs Academy in Chicago earlier this year. It's a program for young females. So it's a similar thing where they're launching their first businesses. And I think it's just so exciting that you're investing in future generations and just building these young people up, because you never know where they'll go, and
Yes, and there's that I need to plug in. He wanted to do something on the nonprofit side. He had to give back, and he and his father took him down to Chicago to give out socks, and so he's developing a model so that he can write a grant. He's 10 years old.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yes, he's 10 years old.
That's exciting.
Yes, yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
You guys are doing lots of good new things. So tell us, how can we support the Love Family Christian Foundation? What's the best way to get in touch with you? If someone's listening right now and they hear about one of these programs, they want to help volunteer, or maybe they do want to make a donation to your organization, what's the best way to do that?
Let me just answer that. One
Sure.
more thing I want to plug into in terms of new partnerships. We're partnering with the End Zone Project.
Yes.
And so that's our new partnership too. So the best way to get in touch with us is to go to the website, www.lovefamilychristianfoundation.org. We'll get the emails and we will respond and contact you right away. Absolutely.
Hey, that is awesome. So yes, get back and let people know how they can help, even volunteer, be a part of one of these things. I know you do that every year at the banquet. You give people a chance to even check off on a piece of paper. Here's what I want to get involved in. Please tell me more. So I think there's almost something for everyone, so that's exciting. Any final thoughts that you have today, Dr. Michael Love, Dr. Karen Love?
I think what you're doing is fantastic.
Thank you.
Letting us sit in, be a part of it. And this is again an expansion of the vision God has given not only you but us for our communities, and how we can come alongside each other and bless into each other's work for the Lord.
Yes, I agree. So good, right? Link arms and support one another, and that's how we build community. And we hope I feel like it's almost like we'll keep linking arms with the next one, and that's how we can bring healing and support. We need that. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see what you guys are doing, and we totally are praying for you. We love you. We know good things are coming in your future. So thank you so much for joining me today, Drs. Michael and Karen Love, and thank you for all of you who are tuning in out there. So happy to have your support on Support Someone Saturday. Again, if you would like to learn more or get involved, maybe you want to make a donation to this amazing organization, you can reach out to lovefamilychristianfoundation.org, and you'll be able to fill out a contact form, and the Loves will get right back to you. So thank you again for joining us on Support Someone Saturday, and have a blessed day, everyone.
You.